And we're back.
Here we go!
Right.
Uh-huh.
So, as you're all clustered around this jail cell, Lily sort of turns to you and says, I'm not really comfortable while other people are watching.
Vondal turns around. Which is good, because it means he can look at Falcon and be like, don't try anything.
Okay. What do the rest of you do?
Yeah, I'll turn around as well.
Yeah, I'll turn as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. You all turn away. Vondal, as you face Falcon, they look at you, they give side eyes to Lily for a few minutes, well, for a few seconds, and then return to sort of looking levelly at you. Until a small fox wanders out of the cell and nudges up against your leg, Kelariis.
That's adorable.
Is Lily gonna turn back into a human? Because if not, I'm gonna pick them up. Because
well, they don't turn back sort of straight away. So
Yeah.
you sort of pick them up and they sort of like lick the side of your face.
Aww.
That's
My
so
heart.
cute.
can I don't know if this is like demeaning to a druid who's in wild shape, but like, can I kind of comfortingly stroke them? Like that just sounds. I don't know how to.
Like, just pat him on the head.
Yeah, like I don't know. I just don't know if that's demeaning to somebody in wild shape. I like just legit don't know. But I'm gonna do it anyway because fuck it.
I feel like if it was Falcon, definitely, but this is
Yeah,
Lily.
This is
they
true.
don't seem to protest.
Yeah.
Right, I'm just going to say, so, should we move someone a bit more suited to such a conversation?
Everybody seems to agree, and the soldiers sort of dissipate, but Illirin remains.
I like how you keep using dissipate, and all I can imagine is like they're actually just like turning into like
No, as if there should be the sound effect, just as they disappear. Like,
Yeah.
slowly fade out
Well,
of shot.
disperse then. They disperse.
That's better. It still kind of sounds like they're being blown away by the wind.
Well, they go off in various directions. What other term is it for that? But anyway.
That phrase. Sorry, I should say.
You move it to a side chamber. Kelariis still carrying this fox. Those of you who are looking at Falcon, Falcon watches Lily's behavior and sort of rolls their eyes every time they do something. But you basically all arrive. You all end up in Lady Yenna's chamber. At which point Lily sort of wanders into one of the side rooms and sort of like shifts back. And you notice actually that the robe that they wear has, like, even after their transformation, has several like large tattered rends in it in the side, and the wounds, like the skin has sort of like knitted back together thanks to the magic, but the claw marks still seem very raw, and they do seem to sort of like favour that side a little as they're sort of moving. It clearly is painful.
Would it be something that is like treatable just by kind of like, you know, like bandaging it kind of thing? Would that kind of thing still benefit at this stage?
To aid in recovery, possibly.
I was going to say, could Vondal do that? Basically, just try his best to...
Do you have anything on you to do that with? If not,
Also, wouldn't you have to take your
Probably
gloves
not,
off?
yeah. That's
Yeah,
also a good point.
You could bandage them over their clothes, I guess, but I don't know if it'd be as effective.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or
they're wearing a robe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
So, yeah,
they
in that case,
still
then
have
you can't
they
do
still
it
have
then.
like trousers on. They would effectively be shirtless, but presumably they wear something else underneath.
But yeah, I don't think I've got anything that could actually
Well,
it
you could go and
with,
get
so-
some. There is
okay.
a makeshift field hospital, like literally a few feet away.
You know what? Yeah, he's gonna do that then.
I'm gonna go.
Well, I'm gonna ask Lily first. Like, do you want help with that, basically?
They sort of smile, sort of like awkwardly, and they're sort of like, it's fine, but it really isn't.
No.
But I'm gonna say to her, like, if you change your mind, just let me know.
They nod at you.
I'm gonna go stand next to Lily.
Yeah, I'm like, I guess I'm standing in front of her because she can see over my head.
Lady Anna sort of says, so, what exactly is this dispute about?
Vondal was going to speak up and just say, well, we were returning to the hall to look for Archibald when Grim and V heard rather raised voices conversation in the cells. And as we got closer, it seemed to turn more into a conflict. And when we came in, we saw the sight of Falcon as a panther trying to reach into the cell that Lyra was in. No, not Lyra, sorry.
What?
Lyra? Trying to reach into the cell that Lily was in.
Lyra?
I mean,
what am I doing?
You guys
I
can
think it's 'cause
continue
Lyra's
to
on the
relay the
screen.
rest of the story without having to do it, like, word for word.
I mean, that's all Vondal was
Just-
going to
yeah.
say.
Okay. What do the rest of you say?
Can I tell her apart the bit that like I deduced and Falcon confirmed?
Yeah. So you essentially
and
say that Lily is not the rightful owner of the orb.
The sphere, yeah.
At which point... Okay. Lady Anna sort of seems to come to some sort of visible, like, mental conclusion, and they say... something in Elvish, to which Lily seems to nod the affirmative.
Okay. Hold on.
Well,
Oh, here we go. Talking in Elvish.
Okay. Lady Anna, when you ask the question, Arya, Lady Anna sort of looks to Lily questioningly, and Lily sort of offers a sort of a half shrug. At which point, Lady Anna switches back into common and basically says, when you came to me the other evening, Lily remained behind to ask me if I would write a letter of recommendation to the Circle.
Wait. Okay, keep going. Sorry.
I said that I would. I did not ask what it was about. I assumed merely that it was a some sort of probationary term or other incident that required them to have some sort of endorsement. I actually have the letter here, she says, producing the letter. And she turns to Lily and says, do you still need this? At which point Lily sort of nods and says, yes, my lady, I would appreciate it.
So you're not a member of the Circle at all? You didn't even just take up this quest on your own?
I am. And they sort of... Lil looks disheartened and sort of says, I've never been any good at being a druid, at any of it, really. Everyone else that I learned with is already... They were second circle years ago, or some are even third circle now, and I only just passed mine.
You seem to have demonstrated to us quite the opposite.
Not really.
Shut up, Arya.
You saying that in character?
No, I didn't say that in character.
Okay.
In my head, I'm saying that.
They sort of turn and say, but I'm not though. I can.
So you thought
I can only do a few shapes. I'm not good.
So you took the orb, thinking that you could prove yourself to the circle? Or maybe, I don't know, prove it to yourself?
I knew something was wrong. Every day, I'd be in the archives, and I'd see the orb, and I knew... I don't even know how I knew, but I knew that something was wrong. And I spoke to the elders, but I'm a laughingstock. They don't take anything I say seriously. So I decided to steal it and do something about it. And I knew they'd punish me for it, but I needed to do it. I couldn't just let it sit there.
Well, I think with the evidence we found, perhaps they will take you more seriously. However, what you did was still wrong. You violated their rules.
Yes.
And I'm afraid I can't protect you from that.
Are you supposed to be
guilty good?
Wrong or not, and I look at Lily as I say this, I think that was very brave of you, and I think that you did the right thing.
I agree they did the right thing, but I'm not sure.
I don't think this is something that's punishable by death.
I don't think it's punishable by death either, but I'm just saying there will be punishments.
Sometimes you need to act against what those in charge want to do the right thing. And I think that that's exactly what Lily did.
Lee sort of looks sad for a short time and then looks up again and says, I accepted when I took the orb that I knew I was going to be punished. They'll take away my circles and I'll probably never leave again. They'll stick me in some dusty corner as a scribe, and I think that's partly why I wanted the letter.
That's not right, though, because you did something that saved this place. If they just left it there, then this would still be infected by the Wraith Shards. They can't lock you away for that.
And no student should be subjected to a point where their superiors just laugh at them, regardless of how silly their ideas are. Whilst I myself also do not agree with the stealing, your superiors should not have treated you in such a way.
Nobody should be treated that way.
Falcon sort of perks up at this point and says, the circle is is renowned for rewarding talent. It's merely a pragmatic point. They encourage those who show skill. That the druid art is not a simple one. There are few who flourish in it. Some are, I hate to say it, not good enough.
Falcon, I'm all for rewarding people who show skill in any trade. What I am not for is for pointing and laughing at those who fail. That is no way to get. In a way, you almost had this coming.
Falcon gives you a long and very unpleasant look.
I'm going to stare dead-eyed, like straight-faced, straight back.
Falcon is not Falcon is not the one that laughed at him. Falcon just did what
I know, but
he would
Vondal's
normally have
the
done.
point that it shouldn't. I know he's just making the point that she shouldn't have been laughed at by anyone.
If
Yeah,
he's
but-
sort of gonna like square up, which kind of looks ridiculous because she's V, but she's gonna go, well, even with all of your skilled and talented druids, they still didn't see that this brook was in danger, and Lily did.
He may not be in touch with his shape-shifting, but he is in touch
Right.
with nature. But then
Lady
I don't
Yenna
know that
seems to
much.
sort of intercede at this point and says, I myself do not know much about magical aptitude, personally. I have never shown any talent, but it does seem to me that Lily possesses something that the Circle could use, but perhaps the lifestyle of the druid is not for them. Perhaps they would do better as a study. After all, the world is not built entirely on the shoulders of those who go out and do great deeds. And she sort of laughs to herself and she says, some of us have to stay behind and take care of things.
I think that I agree. Well, I don't think that I agree, but I think that that's a decision for them to make on their own. And
I think all we can do at this point is inform them of what happened, inform them of what Lily has done for Silverbrook, and leave it up to them. Because at the end of the day, they are in charge of their own circle.
also, sorry, to clarify, because I realized I said them, I meant them as in Lily. Just
Yes.
to clarify. Sorry.
Well, Lady Anna sort of says, and that is exactly what I have stated in my letter, so I believe that will go a long way to aiding their cause. As for what Lily wants, have you decided? Which when they sort of look and say, if being out in the world is not what I'm good at, then I understand. I could live my life as an understudy. And after all, I do now have someone else to care for. Everyone looks a little bit confused, except for one person.
Sad
Kelariis
smile.
cough.
Sad smile.
I'm kind of just gonna look at Falcon as if expecting them to say something at some point.
Roll me an insight check. Falcon is, throughout almost all of this time, staring at Lily. And you get the feeling that despite all of their fire and frustration earlier, you get the feeling that they've sort of lost a little bit of the passion for whatever it was that had fired them up in the first place, and they are, against these reasoned arguments, are struggling.
Yeah. So I guess I'm just going to keep looking at her as if I expect her to say something.
She says nothing. Are you sort of trying to induce her to say something, or are you just sort of waiting?
I'm trying to like look at her in such a way that is like saying, you know, are you going to say something at all? Yeah, like trying to get to say something.
They sort of eventually sort of give in and say, regardless of what I think, Lily is right. Hearing this story and seeing that letter would strip them of their rank. They would be doomed to the life of an understudy, but if that is what they desire, then this whole situation seems wrong. But they're not my rules. Sorry, I do not make the rules.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure they are your rules.
They are my rules, but I don't make them. So I don't make the rules. Does anybody else have anything to voice? If that is all, Lady Anna will sort of say, well, if nobody else has anything to say, then by my book, this is settled.
I'm going to turn to Lily when she says that and go, would you like to see the your wound taken care of?
They look at you and nod.
I guess I'll kind of lead them through, I guess.
Yeah, I'll
Try
follow.
my best. Yeah,
I'll-
try my best to patch it up.
Can I talk to Falcon?
Yeah.
Briefly. Just walk up to them and be like, "While I understand your motivations, you acted very rashly down in those cells. I would caution you against letting your emotions rule you in such a way."
Falcon was a clever woman. She'd call you out for being a massive hypocrite, but sure.
Yep.
Boom!
She would. But she don't know me.
She don't know shit. She looks at you and sort of says, what do you know of these?
For fuck's sake. Why are all these NPCs asking me about my...
Because you're
Well,
engaged in Luka.
She's not asking you because she's curious. It's sort of a, what the fuck do you know?
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be like, as someone who has had a history of acting rashly in some situations, I just warn you that sometimes you come to regret things.
Falcon sort of stares at you levelly and says, well... In fact, actually, who else is in the room whilst this conversation is going on?
I guess me, V, and Lily have left.
I would probably have remained.
Yeah, if
So, yeah.
Arya's staying, I'd probably stay for a bit
Yeah,
as well.
okay. In that case, she says the following thing in Elvish.
Yay. Secrecy.
Like,
Vondal, you will see. Actually, no, I can just whisper it straight to Arya.
Yeah, you just whisper it to me.
Yeah.
Uh,
More secrets.
Oils.
Secrets.
I expect her to insult me, to be honest.
Don't we all?
Yep. I just want Arya to bitch slap someone, like, really bad. Because I think that'd be hilarious.
It's gonna happen at some point.
It will happen at some point, and I will just laugh my ass off.
Depending on who it is, then Arya might get hit in some way.
Oh boy.
Whoo! Yep. There it is.
Boom,
That's
shakalaka.
what I was looking for.
Oh dear.
Retaliate.
Damn. That was like really harsh.
Retaliate.
Oh.
Do it.
Retaliate.
Do what
I'm
Arya
trying
would
to think of
do.
a good response.
Yeah, do what Arya would
What
do.
would Arya do?
I mean, I feel like she would. I don't know. See, that's what I'm like trying to figure out.
remember, you're not a thinking woman.
Yeah, yeah. Arya wouldn't be thinking about it for a start.
That's true.
Arya would
Can
just do
I-
the first thing that pops into her head.
Them's fighting words. I'm not gonna say that.
Oh lord.
I mean, I'll take this point to remind you that bully shove is an acceptable reaction.
I don't think she would
Oh.
shove her. But I think she'd definitely take an aggressive step forward. Kind of just like throw the shoulders back. Hand kind of twitches towards the sword. It doesn't grasp the sword, but you know. And then she's gonna be like, hold on, let me type it. She's
Is
gonna
that an upcoming intimidation roll? Because it sounds like it.
You know.
It
It
does
went
sound like
so
an intimidate
well
roll.
last time.
It does sound like an intimidate roll with advantage, though, from all that description.
It's good because Arya fucking needs it with her charisma modifier of
Yeah.
0.
Serious to God.
Although, I don't know, if you're doing it with your body, I'll let you sub-strength.
Oh.
Oh.
That's
Huh.
nice.
Keep that in mind for the future.
Yeah, fucking +5 strength over here.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I guess yeah. If you're using words to intimidate, then it's charisma. But if you're sort of like squaring up to them,
Yeah, it depends how much of this thing is dialogue and how much
Yeah,
of it
I'm
is...
trying. I'm
Yeah.
here. I'm typing right now.
Who are you
Step out
whispering
forward.
this to, by the way?
I'm whispering to the Elvish channel. Oh, I have to whisper it to you. Hold on. Let me
Yeah,
whisper
do
it to
it
you.
to GM, because if you can do so, avoid whispering to individual characters, because some of them have weird permissions because of how I've set them up.
Hold on. I have to like.
Oh, Arya
how do I
Tallithsyr is
whisper?
typing.
/W GM.
yeah.
Okay. Is it one? Like, is the W connected to the GM or no?
No. There's a space.
Okay.
Space.
While the rest,
Space.
whilst this is happening, those of you who are outside, can you make me a medicine check?
Oh,
If
wait,
it-
it is all with disadvantage.
Yes.
I will let the two of you work
Oh!
together.
Oh!
Okay, wow, okay.
Look at that. With disadvantage, you did better than I did.
Yup.
There you go. We
Just
are
muscles.
like the best healing duo.
Killing
The
squad.
best medicine duo.
You can also make an attempt to repair the robe if you'd like.
Yeah, sure. I have mending. Me as well.
Magic.
Magic.
You want me to make that intimidation check now? Their strength check. Which one do you want me to do?
You make me it with charisma, but you can have advantage because of the description you made.
Well,
Arya plus.
Fell real flat.
The two of you animalistically snarl at each other for a few seconds.
Oi.
wow.
Yep.
Excellent.
I mean, it is literally cat versus dog.
Oh my god, it is.
It is.
Holy shit.
Mm.
Or dog versus bird.
True. But we've only seen them as a panther thus far.
Yes.
But based on their name, they much prefer birds.
Yeah.
I mean, why would you switch to a bird to have a fight indoors in
True.
a crowded
I mean,
stealth room?
a panther is kind of.
Yes,
Badass.
birds are unwieldy.
You want to use something that's just got
Also,
brute strength.
falcons aren't actually that big.
Yeah,
No, they're
falcons
pretty
are pretty
small.
small.
Panthers are
birds,
huge.
And they have little hollow bones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yee.
Right.
They're pretty damn fast, though.
They are.
true.
Peregrine falcons are the fastest animals in the world.
That's because they just drop.
I
That's
mean,
not
you're
them
right.
being fast. That's just them falling.
Well, yeah,
That's not
very
flying,
aer-
that's falling with style.
Style.
But they're very
I mean,
aerodynamic.
technically they do it with style. 'Cause at the last minute, they just launch their talons out and grab a fucking pigeon out of the sky.
Yep.
I'm glad
Just
we're getting this
fly.
fucking nature documentary here, but
Yeah.
In summary, peregrine falcons are badass.
You, between the two of you, managed to patch, basically put a poultice on Lee's wounds. So they sort of like, they take the robe off. And for the first time you see them, you can see that they are biologically male. So,
Well,
Are they?
we were
That
all
answers a lot of
assuming that
questions.
wrong.
There you go. Now we know.
But you also notice something else different.
Hmm.
They physically don't look very elven.
Odd.
Halfling?
Aside from the hair and the ears and face, you'd almost say they looked human.
Oh my god. They're a half elf. Maybe.
a half elf you would still see like in their general build, no?
Not necessarily.
No, because you can see it now that the shirt is off, because it's human musculature, but Lily is very skinny.
Yeah, very skinny and very well covered up by a big robe.
Like, me, say me, for example, who is very, very thin. If I had pointed ears, elvish eyes, and facial features, you'd say I was an elf. But if you look at me under my shirt, I'm decidedly human.
So they're
Of course you'd like
Okay.
that, wouldn't you, Ferrous?
Yeah, I'd assume they're half elf, half human.
Yes, that is exactly what it is.
Boom.
Because now that you actually take them in with this information, you can actually see that they do have some humanoid features that you had missed previously. But they are half.
I was gonna say we should all have humanoid features because we are all humanoids. Technically.
I mean, not really. That's not how anatomy works. The only thing that makes us humanoid is we walk on 2 feet and we speak common language.
There's still humanoid features that
Well,
we all have.
all of you in D&D terms are classed as humanoids, but these Lily looks more human than any of you do.
Right.
Huh.
I've just realised there hasn't been a single human in this entire campaign.
Not yet. But yes, you treat Lily's wounds. They seem to be sort of. There's no immediate improvement, but you know that with what you've done, they will heal faster.
Good.
They sort of they sort of thank you and say I should recover my things, and I guess I should think about leaving. I was going to leave yesterday, but I just had to check Silverbrook one last time.
Can I give him sort of a quick hug?
Yeah.
And he's gonna be like, you know, you're always gonna be Silverbrook's hero to us.
I want to talk to them. Shit.
I'm going to like. I guess I'll like reach as far up their arm as I can, given that I am probably shorter than them, and just say, take care of yourself.
Probably the lower arm, but
I'm just gonna say, take care of yourself.
they sort of they smile, and it's the cat face smile that you saw the first time you met them.
Yay.
And they seem fairly happy, and they're just like, I'm glad whilst I was here that I managed to make some real friends. Those of you who are back in the room, you still have maybe 20 minutes whilst these guys are doing it, if you want to have any further conversations in this room or do anything else.
I love how Grim and Kelariis are just like watching like fucking Falcon and Arya just like snarling at each other.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, I didn't want to leave anybody
Just watching
of
two
our party
elves.
alone
No.
with
Yeah.
Falcon after pissing them off, so that's why Kelariis stayed.
But like when you have this moment, Lady Enna does actually like sort of turn to you as you're finishing this and say, I think we had best consider this matter resolved and return to our respective duties. After all, Captain, do you not have things that need to be done?
Oh yeah, no, I forgot that Illiran just sat here.
No, he's not talking to
Yeah.
Illiran.
Illiran's not a captain.
Oh right, sorry.
Talking to
The druid is the captain. Falcon.
Right.
talking to the
Captain
captain.
Falcon.
Falcon.
Yeah.
No!
Oh no, you discovered my joke!
Oh, God.
Ferrous!
So hard.
I'm so mad!
I'm trying to swear at you and I can't because I'm laughing too much. Fuck you.
Ugh.
Uh,
So upset right now. Fuck.
do a Falcon punch, please.
I can't swear at you, I'm laughing too much.
Oh God.
Oh,
Damn it.
fuck you.
I can't
Look,
believe
it was
all
a
along.
thought that came to my head, and I had to conclude it somewhere.
Oh,
Well
fuck
played,
you.
But
Fuck
God
you
damn
so
it.
much. I'm actually crying. Jeez. Fuck.
That was worth the 2.5 session build up just for that fucking joke.
I can't even believe.
Could you imagine what would have happened if we'd completely missed that? Like, we
That
finally
would've been
leave,
so
but
sad.
Fel's just like, you missed my joke.
This would have been
Falcon
so...
was a captain. It's like,
Oh my God.
Yes.
Wow.
oh god.
Worth it.
Even more of the subtle hint that
And
Ferrous has
actually,
been
now
dropping.
that you've discovered that, I'm going to reveal their character sheet to you.
Hooray!
Oh,
I
Wait reward.
until we got the fucking joke. And
Yeah.
Well, I was going to do it when they left, but I found it actually, like, originally they were just a sample token, but I found a picture that looks kind of like the sample token, and I was like, I really want them to look like that. So basically, yeah, they look like this, except they're not wearing chainmail, they're wearing leather. Show to players.
Because they're not allowed to wear chainmail because they're a druid.
Yes.
Oh god, she looks like she's on an elven high horse. Fuck's sake.
oh, she was a prodigy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That's where it starts.
I liked that snort of derision from Captain Justice.
Captain Justice.
Wow. Look
so we
at
have
that.
Captain Falcon. And
Her
Captain
understanding of the world is impossibly black and white. She needs to talk to Vondal more, expand her horizons.
But yes. the captain sort of begrudgingly agrees and leaves. At which point you guys notice that Ilaran has basically been leaning in the corner saying nothing for this entire thing, and he's just sort of been
Ilran, come on,
observing.
bro, you gotta back me up. We're a squad. I just got insulted.
Oh yeah, that's right, because he would have understood that.
Yeah,
Yes, he understood the entire conversation.
Well,
He just doesn't care.
Guess we're not friends.
Not that he doesn't care.
He just didn't want to get in the way.
The druid, actually.
He didn't want to get in Arya's way.
Those of you
might
who are
not want-
those of you who are in the room can roll me insight to try and work out what it is that he is thinking.
He's
Does it
thinking,
start with an
he's
S?
distracted by thoughts of Simone. He's just like, damn, how did I land her?
Oh man! Oh man!
Oh boy!
Not.
Fucking Kelariis.
He seems almost sort of lost in thought as you take him in. And sort of like, as he notices you looking at him, Arya, and he looks up and he's just sort of like, well, that was not what I was expecting. Kelariis, you notice, basically, as he stands up to do that, he puts his he clips his wild hunt badge basically back to his, like, it's basically like a cloak pin that holds the cloak to his tunic. And you realise that he was cradling it the entire time he was in the room, sort of looking at it. And you think, you wonder almost if he was second guessing his motivations.
What?
Poor Bab, he used to love the Wild Hunt so much.
But this isn't really a wild hunt matter.
No, but
No, but he watched a superior officer basically turn personal prejudice into a weapon.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, if only I knew what your motivations were, Loran. But I didn't speak. I don't remember what language was being spoken at the time. That was a long time ago.
Well, your assessment of him when you first met him was that he was a dedicated soldier. But after everything that he's been through, you're thinking he's beginning to question what the Wild Hunt stands for or what the Wild Hunt means to him.
Wow. Well, Clark's is going to speak up, I guess. Loran,
Yes?
everything all right?
Yes, of course. Why wouldn't it be?
I don't say anything, but I look down at his at the wild hunt thing that he had. Yeah.
His badge.
Yeah, his badge. That thing. Sorry.
Yeah. It's an insignia rather than a badge, really. He catches your gaze and looks down and says, perhaps another time.
Okay.
Which is a confusing statement to all of you except for Kelariis.
Yeah, I nod because I'm not going to press him on it.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys are basically free to go, or you can stay and have further conversations with Yenna or Falcon. But those of you who
Arya doesn't have any conversation about
those of you who
Arya's not
leave,
with
you find Vondal, Lily, and V in the hall.
Okay.
Is Lily done being, is everybody done, are V and Vondal done bandaging Lily,
Yes.
or are they still in the process?
Yeah, Lily
Okay.
is sort of like putting the robe back on as you enter.
Can I walk
Tunic,
over?
not really a robe. Yeah.
Does anybody say anything as I walk over, or am I?
There's quiet greeting, presumably.
Okay.
Bro nod.
Bro nods.
Bro
Yeah.
nod. So.
We haven't had our one this session yet, so.
Fair enough.
I jumped on that bandwagon.
Covered. Got it.
Nailed it.
In the back.
Nailed it.
Check.
Ferrous, add like a explosion and like white Comic Sans text. It just says nailed it.
Sunglasses descend on all of our faces.
Ah, damn it.
All right then. Well, yeah. So Kelariis will kind of turn to Lily and be like, "Are you all right?"
Yeah, it doesn't hurt quite as much anymore.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm also glad that we showed up when we did.
Yes, I'm not sure how it would have gone if you hadn't.
Suddenly, we see a Black Panther emerge from the bottom of Silverbrook, holding a dead fox in their jaw. Well,
No. Also, that's not how druids work.
is it not?
No, when you die. You
Yeah,
get back to
when
the
you
original
lose all
form.
of the hit points in your world shape, you change back.
Yeah.
Oh, that's lame.
You're lame.
The
No.
the imagery was appreciated.
Yeah.
Thanks.
But yeah, I'll kind of wait. I had something I was going to say, and I just like spazzed for a second and forgot it. Oh right. I meant what I said. You know, that your choice was a brave one to make.
Coming from you, that means a lot.
It's not easy to stand up to the people that are in charge, but I think that you did the right thing. I truly believe that, and I'm grateful that we all got to meet you.
Yeah, and Lily looks to all of you as they say this. I think the best thing about coming here was finally getting the chance to be respected.
My only hope is that we'll be able to see you again.
Well, I'll still be in the circle. If you're ever dropping by.
I feel like you can't just drop by the circle of druids.
Hey, if we're there
But
for
I-
another reason, we might as well see if we can find Lily.
Yeah.
Or maybe Lily will find us.
Maybe we'll find each other.
Ah,
Oh.
No.
Who knows what fate will bring?
no one.
Ferrous does.
Yeah, Ferrous does.
Yeah, Ferrous does, but-
Because he's the god of gods. Of course he knows.
See, that's the thing. I'm fate.
He is
Yeah.
destiny. Which
Hold
is
on.
why he only got a 7 out of 10.
Wow, how about you don't?
Jeez.
Boom! Because Destiny the game was shit. It wasn't shit.
Ouch.
Wow.
It was just... so-
Save the scathing game commentary for when we're done.
Okay.
So, yeah. Lily...
I've completely forgot what we actually came to the hall for.
We wanted
So
to
has
find
V.
Archibald.
Oh, yeah.
Archibald, and we wanted to talk
See
to
if he
Lydian
knows
about
you
the
saw
box. Oh shit, I should have asked her about the box. Oh, I'll ask her later.
You can always go back in.
Fine.
You can always
Well,
go
should
back
we-
in.
Should
Yeah.
we go
Or
find
wait for her to come
Archibald?
out.
If you're... Lily basically says, I'm gonna go and find my things and prepare to go.
Can I say to her as well, like, best of luck, friend, in Elvish.
Sure.
Like, I'm gonna start using that as like a proper kind of blessing.
Okay.
Like something he says to everyone
Okay.
who can understand him anyway.
Can I give Lily a hug, please?
Yep. Hugs are exchanged.
Hugs.
Hmm.
And can I also, just as I'm giving them a hug, kind of say, thank you again for taking Nugget. I'm sorry to place that burned on you, but also best of luck and blessings to you.
Thank you. I think actually Nugget might be what I need to settle down and find a place.
Wow.
Then
Wow.
I'm glad.
Jayla fell over and
Ruined the
died.
moment.
Thank you.
Rip. Yeah, he accidentally dropped his morning star on the floor.
Ow.
No, I think I'm actually gonna say to Lily this time, just in common, may Torm light your path.
Okay.
Because I kind of feel like she's made a bit of a self-sacrifice there.
Yeah.
And been very honourable.
As you say that, you feel a strange sensation.
Oh.
Tom,
You can't.
What?
What?
we're here.
Almost as if somebody wordlessly agreed with you.
Ooh.
Mm.
He knows.
Torm hears.
I mean, he's a god.
He is a
Sure.
god. That's kind of their thing.
He probably keeps track of what his followers are doing. Or at least his clerics and his paladins, anyway.
Yes, that is what you feel.
Hooray!
Alright. And that. We are... Yeah, let's take a brief break just for the sake of the recording.
Ooh.
Pause.
Goodbye.
Bye.